Welcome back to the Mrshowtym podcast. Okay, so this is the preview of the Springboks versus Wallabies round 3 of the Rugby Championships. Springboks versus Wallabies. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we haven't beaten the Wallabies at home since 2012. Came close in 2013. We should have won in 2014. We unlucky in 2015. We drew in 2016. We've been unlucky in at Suncorp and AMI Stadium and in Brisbane, Perth, Western Australia, etc. Melbourne, whatever. But now this year this year is yet another chance to break the drought in Australia. I don't know what on earth happened last year. They beat us twice last year. But this year is yet another chance to rectify, ourselves, to redeem ourselves. We have to break the drought, guys. We have to. This year it marks 10 years since we won in Australia. We have to win, whether by 50 points or by 1 point. Springboks, we have to win. Now, leading up to the match, I just want to advise the Springbok coaching staff on my unlicensed coaching expertise. Again, I don't have coaching qualifications, but I have a master's degree in the art of logic and reason, right? So, later, yeah? So, listen. We see what works with the Springboks. Jacques Nineba and Mzonke Stick and Dion Davids have finally figured out a way, an attacking method that actually works. That can actually sustain us long term. Even though, yes, unfortunately, we lost last week. We should have won, but we're just unlucky. But we did have, manifest some try-scoring opportunities. I was very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. We're just unlucky. Peter Sef made that intercept, offload to Lucanio Arm. Lucanio Arm was just inches short. And that would have been a try, Lucanio Arm breaking, and then if Jaden Henderson hadn't made that block, which was arguable again. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you notice about attacking patterns? It's our backline players that are actually scoring. Not our forwards. No disrespect to them. But it's our backline players, the Damon Willemse, Lucanio Arm, Makazole Mapimpi, Pollard. I'll credit him on his kicking, right? As so far as his attack, he's kind of having difficulties, but he's trying. He is trying. A little bit, right? Yes, so credit to Pollard as well. At 9, listen, at number 9, we can't do this whole scoping box kicking thingy. For the simple reason that although I have been giving Jaden Hendricks props with his execution is better than 50 clacks. However, we can't do it every time because other teams, they know we're going to do it. The Wallabies right now, they're sitting there in their changing rooms, in the practice sessions. They're laughing. They're like, yeah, mate, they're gonna box kick, yeah? No, we're gonna. They know we're gonna do it. They know for a fact we're gonna box kick. And this is where Jacques Nineba, this is where our Springbok coaching staff is gonna be a small aspect. This is where they're going to be challenged in these minor, small details. This is where we're going to have to do some tweaking. We can't do the same thing over and over. We can't be too predictable. Yes, we have our traditional way of playing, troki, forwards, but we're going to have to do some minor tweaking here and there. The back line has been doing spectacular. For the past 2 weeks, I've been seeing some amazing line breaks, some amazing tries being scored, some amazing opportunities being created. Jacques Nineba finally allowed our backline players to express themselves, especially Damon Willemse. he's on fire. He's spectacular. Lukhanyo Am, the best player right now in the world. The man is phenomenal. Those two are phenomenal. Oh yeah, and Makazole Mapimpi with those aerial challenges. Again, it's highly unlike. It's so unlike him to be contesting with the aerial balls, but he's been doing it good. Lacquer, gentlemen. Nenzarash. Right? So, the minor tweaking I'm talking about is with our forwards. Because traditionally the Springboks cater their game plan all up to their forwards. And when they nullify our forwards, when they match our forwards, toe to toe, the backline players sort of like panic because they don't know what to do. But now we're starting to see a change where the backline players are like, no, we're going to stick our hands up. We're going to, create some chances, do the unorthodox thing. And then, look, they've been scoring tries. For the past 2 weeks, it's not the forwards that are scoring tries. It's our backline players. Hello. So going forward, let's cater more to our backline players. Right? But not to totally disregard our forwards. Forwards, listen, from our tight five, whenever we're doing our pick and drive, our troki, our pick and drive, listen, when you go into contact, instead of going to contact to push them back, go into contact and then wiggle through. That's how the All Blacks do. Look at how the All Blacks, when they do their pick and drive, they pick up the ball, and then they sort of like half go into contact, and then they twist and they turn, and then they wiggle through. They wiggle. So they don't go into contact, they don't try to like push, they don't try to power through. They go into contact and then they wiggle through. They go into contact and then they wiggle through. That's how they score those last, that's how they're able to create the try leading up to David Havili's try. They kept pick and drive, but they were wiggling through. With us, we always want to like out-muscle them. We want to like go troki, power through. And when it's two forwards on one, and then as soon as they get tackled, one is there to like secure a turnover. We had to try something different. Instead of going to contest and then wiggle through, left or right. Just don't fully go into contact. Hit it with the shoulder and then twist. And then, try to propel yourself forward. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm on fire here, right? So yeah, listen. These are small minor tweaks we have to do. We have to make. Box kicking, let's sort of give that a rest for now, please. And instead of playing off 9, we're putting way too much pressure on 9 because, Jaden Hendrickson, he's not the sniping type of scrum half. Aside from box kicking, what other skill does he have? We haven't seen, I'm not saying he doesn't have any other skill, but we haven't seen it. We haven't seen him snipe and run through and make offloads. No, Jacques Nienaber just says, oh no, just box kick. He's going to have to inspire him to do a little bit more. The same with Herschel Yankees. He comes on, Herschel Yankees has no clue what to do other than box kick. And then the occasional passing. We're going to have to do something extra. But most importantly, we're going to have to play off 10. That's our strongest method of attack. Just play off 10. Just give the ball to Pollard and let him control the game. Because when we play off 9, there's not. It's typical. So play off of 10, majority of your phases. And with regards to the Springbok management, the whole substituting thing. Do you know how we lost the game last week? We brought in certain guys too early. They made certain substitutions, which made me say like, They took Dwayne off. Because what's the excuse? Dwayne hasn't been playing for a number of weeks. He came off of injury. Okay, so why pick him? Why'd you start him if you knew that he's probably not going to play 80 or at least 60? Why not start Malcolm Marx? Ah, but you guys were complaining about player rotation. Okay. But also within reason. We had our starting hooker play 30 minutes, and then the bomb squad brought in just before the first half, and then they were forced to play the full. That's where we lost the game, really. Those early substitutions. I still back Dwayne as our eighth man, as our starting eighth man. And Jasper Visser's not our eighth man. Please bring in either Ivan Ross or Rohan Ackerman. Please, let's rather call Rohan Ackerman before he gets snatched up by England, by Eddie Jones. He is a valuable player. So I'm suggesting Rohan Ackerman and Kerwin Bosch and Rohan Janssen van Rensburg be incorporated into the Springbok camp. Right? Because the guys that we've been experimenting with, the newbies, it's not really gelling yet. It's not quite gelling. So I won't be mad if you were to let them go. And please take Damien Delindi with you. Yeah, please drop him too, along with Andre Esterhuizen, along with Jesse Creel, along with Willie Leroux, along with Elton Yankees. There's just certain guys that they shouldn't be there. They're our weakest link. They're an expense. And there's certain guys out there that are still yet to be selected that should be in the Springbok training camp squad, the 42-man squad. So again, management has some decisions to make, very simple and obvious decisions. Oh, but no, because of reputation and nepotism, they're gonna keep certain players there. Still trying to force a square peg into a round circle, I see. Some of you better thank your lucky stars. I'm not a Springbok staff member, coaching staff member. You better thank your lucky stars. Because certain people will be fired. Zandi the Stick, Dion Davids, Jacques Nineba. Oh, what's wrong with me? No? Right? But anyway, again, let's not make silly decisions with regards to our selection. Let's not make silly decisions with regards to certain approaches to the game. Again, the whole box kicking thingy, it has become better, but just because we can do it, it doesn't mean that we should continue doing it. Change certain things up. Element of surprise. That's my prerogative. If I was a Springbok coach, I would be known as Mr. Element of Surprise. Even though I'm known as Mr. Showtime. But I would specialize in the art of element of surprise. Because we need it. So instead of trying so hard to pick and drive, push through with our scoring tries with our forwards, swing it to the back line, quick ball. That's where number 9 and 10 has to be, on the P's and Q's. So that's all I have to say for now. Just Springbok coaching staff, just have some element of surprise. You're doing well so far. The back line is phenomenal. With regards to your forwards, please, when you go into contact, again, wiggle through. Don't try to power through all the time. Go into contact and then wiggle through. Twist those shoulders, turn. Right? Jostle forward. Instead of trying to just go for direct contact all the time. They know we're going to do this. Right now, they're preparing how they're going to stop you. How they're going to nullify you. Because they know what you're going to do. What we're going to do. So, catch them off just a little bit. But I wouldn't continue the fundamentals that you're doing. But again, tweak certain things. Right? And please start Malcolm Marx. Have Malcolm Marx as our starting hooker. Okay? Stop all that. Transfer in the quarters. Stop! We've had enough of that now. Okay? We've had black players starting symbolism. Yes, they can make it. They can do it too. But again, selecting based off form, Malcolm Marx is on top form. He should be our starting hooker. So yeah, I'm happy with our overall approach to the games, how we're attacking the backline play. Again, backline ball, guys, quick ball, backline play. That's how we're gonna break the droughts in Australia. So again, dig deep, right? Put your socks up and pull through, and good luck.